This is one of the weirder, strange beefs. I didn't think we'd have this college football season. It's Danny Kanell, former Florida State quarterback, NFL quarterback, versus Colorado, specifically the Sanders family. Let's talk about it after the bumper. This is funny. Stay tuned. What is going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody? My name is Jeff Lightsy Jr. This is the Victor Formation Sports Show right here on Jeff Lightsy Jr. YouTube, Facebook, wherever you get your content. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, notification bell because we upload all the time. Now, I'm here today to talk about the interesting beef, or I don't want to call it beef, but the interesting back and forth, a dynamic or relationship between Danny Kanell and his disdain towards the Sanders family. Now, if you remember, Danny Kanell was super upset when Deion Sanders said that he's not a null, that he graduated from an HBCU, which is very true. And Deion Sanders obviously played college football for Florida State, but he and Florida State, it doesn't seem like they're on the best of terms. And so he just, made a little joke and was like, hey, I'm technically not a no. I graduated from an HBCU. Well, Danny Kanell, who also went to Florida State, played for Bobby Bowden also, didn't take that as a joke. He didn't like it. He had something to say, and people got on his top for that pause. Now, it looks like he ain't had enough of trying to get after Coach Prime and the Sanders family. So this time I'm going to let me go ahead and share my screen and show you the tweet that was put out after the Colorado win over Arizona State. For context, Colorado won a game where they struggled. They struggled against Arizona State, a team that they're clearly better than, a team that most people picked them to win, a team that they had to come from behind to win. And they got a last second field goal to win the game 27-24. And Shedeur Sanders had fun with the or with the Arizona State student section, who had a lot to say to him during the game. Now, Shedeur Sanders obviously is known for doing the little showing off his very, very, very expensive watches. And after he beat Arizona State, he did just that. He ran over to their student section, and he had to flex, do the Shedeur Sanders, which is like famous now, show off a $70,000 watch. Well, Danny Kanell wasn't a fan of this. Clearly, he says if there was a Heisman for beating a 1-5 team, this guy would win. Now that just sounds like, on surface level, if you don't know the history, the context between the Danny Kanell and the Sanders family, you probably just be like, oh, he's a hater. But this thing got 6 million views because of who was the person saying it. Because it was Danny Kanell. Because Danny Kanell, this isn't his first time hating on the Sanders family or hating on something that's going on directly with Colorado. And this is just a play for Kanell to stay relevant. Danny Kanell used to work for ESPN. He used to do a lot of TV stuff. Now I don't think he does as much TV stuff, but he still talks college football. I want to say he's on somewhere, and he has a podcast that talks about college football. So Danny Kanell needs clicks. He needs views. He needs to stay relevant up and talk about college football. And so the thing in college football is Colorado. The hottest thing for Colorado is their Coach Prime, and also their quarterback, Shedeur Sanders, who is super, super famous. His Shedeur Sanders watch celebration is like everywhere. It's in the NBA, it's in the NFL, it's literally everywhere. And Danny Kanell's just looking for a reason to say it, to bring it up in conversation, because he knows if he does, it will be trending. However you feel about the Sanders celebration, it is what it is. At the end of the day, Shadeur's like 21 years old. Danny Kanell's probably in his 50s. Let's pipe down, sir. Let's let the young man be a young man. Let's let the college student, the junior in college, be a junior in college. And you just commentate on games. You just commentate and talk about the results of the game, the actual sports that is going on, and not about the actions after a team wins. Come on, bro. Come on. But really, in all actuality, just a little upset that Shedeur Sanders and Deion Sanders and Coach Prime and Colorado's booming right now. Now they struggled. they should have won that game way more handily. It shouldn't have took a come from behind win to beat Arizona State. But at the end of the day, I think Danny Kanell is just hating. But it is funny to watch because of the bravado that Shedeur Sanders plays with, because of the way that Coach Prime presents himself. Danny Kanell he's might be number one, but he ain't the only one that feels just like this. Now, let's not get it twisted. The more Colorado struggles or Colorado loses, there will be more and more Danny Kanells, because it's one thing to lose to Oregon, even though you got blown out, but it's one thing to lose to Oregon. It's another thing to lose to USC. You lose to an Arizona State, you beat Arizona State. But if you lose to a Arizona or some team that you are actually supposed to be better than, you had a close game with Colorado State. Now you have a close game with Arizona State. You lose to one of these teams that the people actually think you're better than, that the people actually feel like you should go in there and dominate. That's when the stuff will start climbing out of the woodworks. And all of these type of antics, all of these type of, the Shedeur Sanders and stuff could come back to bite you, because folks like Danny Kanell are waiting in the woodworks to say any and everything bad about your team that they can. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Danny Kanell continues to want to pick a fight with Deion Sanders and the Sanders family in Colorado football. And he ain't going nowhere. He's waiting. He is waiting. Not just him, but him and a few other folks are waiting, chomping at the bit for Colorado to possibly lose one of these games they're not supposed to. And they will come out in droves to say any and everything bad that they can. My name is Jeff Lightsy Jr. This is the Victor Formation Sports Show right here on Jeff Lightsy Jr. YouTube, Facebook, wherever you get your content. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe. Also, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JLighty7. That is on Instagram and Twitter at JLighty7. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.